And we are covering breaking news here at 9 o'clock. A jury has just found David Ware guilty of shooting and killing a Tulsa police sergeant and injuring another officer during a traffic stop in 2020.
A jury deliberated for about 3 hours, reached the verdict within the past 30 minutes. Let's go live now to News on 6's Reagan Ledbetter. He's been covering this trial all week, live tonight at the Tulsa County Courthouse. Reagan.
Yeah, Lori and Brian, as you said, about 3 hours it took the jury to reach their decision. They came back, found David Ware guilty on all 5 counts. I immediately looked over to David Ware to see his reaction, and really not much emotion on his face. Kind of looked down once, and that was about it. A lot of emotion from everybody in the courtroom as well as they came out. Just talked to prosecutors a little bit ago. This is a case they've worked so hard on. They made it clear that this was something that didn't just affect the Tulsa Police Department. This was something that affected the whole Tulsa community. District Attorney Steve Kunzweiler said he wishes the public could have heard everything that was said in court this week, all the testimony from all the young officers who took the witness stand and had to testify about losing one of their own officers and seeing one of their other officers get shot. He said he's never been more proud of law enforcement. And I talked to prosecutors about their closing arguments today because they spent a lot of time talking about the choices David Ware made. They said David Ware had 63 chances to get out of the car. That's how many times the officers asked him to get out of the car. 50 of those requests were before David Ware was tased. They said Ware had so many chances to make the right choice, but every time he made the wrong choice. They also talked about the truth. They said the truth is in the videos, and they were able to show the jury what the truth was. They also called it absolutely shocking that Ware testified he wasn't trying to kill the officers. He was trying to shoot the officers in their body armor. Ware testified he was only trying to incapacitate them. Now, we also talked to Chief Wendell Franklin, who was out here, and he got a little choked up when talking about how proud he was of his officers. Then he got a little emotional when talking about David Ware. Here's what he had to say.
And I hope everyone realizes that that's evil. That's pure evil. David Ware is pure evil. And we face people just like him day in and day out.
Now, Ware's attorney Kevin Adams didn't want to make any comment after the jury reached their decision. He was able to get out of here. Now, this is just part 1 of this trial. The jury will have to come back at 9:30 on Monday morning and start the punishment stage. Will determine the punishment. Lori and Brian.
All right, Reagan, thank you so much for that live report. And as Reagan just mentioned, the next step for David Ware is for the jury to decide his punishment. He faces life in prison, life without parole, or the death penalty. Earlier today, we asked former Tulsa County District Attorney Tim Harris about what has to happen for a sentencing to be decided.
So there's a lot on the table for them to look at, but it does have to be unanimous, okay? It can't be 11-1, 10-2, 9-3, a majority like that. It's all 12.
Harris says a jury can send notes to the judge while they are deliberating if they have any questions about the evidence or the legal process, but the judge, the prosecutors, and the defense attorneys would all have to agree on an answer submitted back to the jury.